Welcome back to the class. Seeing you after a long time. So I hope you had lots of time to have review with what you have learned earlier. So today we do 5 prefixes. The 5 prefixes. The 5 prefixes the 5 prefixes we know that in between two dots there can be 4 letters at the most. There can be 4 letters at the most. Sometimes you will see only 1 letter between 2 dots, or 2 or 3, and at the most you will see 4 letters between 2 dots. And we know that if there are 4 letters, we are to pronounce only 2 letters with vowel, with its subjoined, with its superscript. We know that. So if there are 3 letters, we are to pronounce only 2. If there are 4 letters, we are to pronounce only 2 of them. So let's have some example. So prefixes comes here. Prefixes come here, and it always remain silent, like in English. H-O-N-O-U-R. You don't say honor, you say honor. So H is silent. Similarly, the letter in front of it, if it is one of these 5, then it will be silent. Like K-M-O-T. You don't pronounce K. So if there is a letter in the front, and if it is one of these 5, then the possibility is it is one of the prefix which you don't have to pronounce. We will have some example. So if we don't have, okay, then if we are not to pronounce it, why write it? The question arises something like this. So if you take out K, then it changes the meaning of the word. Similarly, you can't, even if you don't pronounce it, you have to write it. K-M-O-T, not H. You don't pronounce H, still then you have to write H-O-N-O-U-R, honor. Okay, so we will have some example. We will take ga, prefix ga, and then ga is one of the prefix. Ga. Gao. So here we know that if there is a word or a syllable of a word having 3 letters in between 2 dots, we are to pronounce only 2 of them. So ga, Ga is one of the prefix. Ga. It is here. Ga. This is the root letter. Na should be the suffix. Na is here. So, how do we have to read it? How do we spell it? Gao. Gao. Now, you don't have to pronounce it. Ga. Say ga o and forget about pronouncing it. So, gao da na. Gao da na. We know na adds imaginary tempo here. So, gao da na then. Gao da na then. Gao da na then is a cushion on which you sit, then can be mattress, then can be seat. For 3 great seats of learning, Densasum. Gao Dana then can be mattress, or cushion, or seat. Basically, we are learning how to read. At the same time, if you can learn few words, that's still better. So, gao da na then. Gao da na then. So, ga is one of the prefix. Prefix is what we are learning today. Gao da na then. Ga is silent. Gao da na then. Ga na for example, I'm writing the prefixes with red pen so that it will be easier for you to understand it. But in the text, in the book, the prefixes are not written in with a red pen. Bao, so there are 3 letters. There's no dot in between. So we know ba is one of the prefix. So how do we spell it? Bao sa ma sam. Bao sa ma sam. Bao sa ma sam. Bao sa ma sam is to think. Bao sa ma sam is to think. I thought you would come. I think it will rain. Sam, to think. Sam, to think. So there are three letters, no dot in between. So we have to pronounce only two of them. We know ha is one of the prefix. So hao, ga, na. And if the suffix is na, we also know that it adds imaginary vowel dengo on top of ga. So hao, ga, na, gen. Hao, ga, na, gen. Hao, ga, na, gen. Hao, ga, na, gen. Responsibility. Responsibility. Aogan again is responsibility. Ma. There are three letters, no dot in between. We know that we have to pronounce only two of the letters. And we have dot here. That means we have to pronounce it separately. So, mao, nga, ra, ngar. Mao, nga, ra, ngar. Ngar, manaru, mo. Ngar, mo. Mao, nga, ra, ngar. Manaru, mo. Ngar, mo. Sweet, not sour, sweet. So we see there are three letters, and we know that we have to pronounce only two of the letters with the vowel. And the vowel shows that this is the prefix. It helps you recognize that the letter da is prefix. The vowel is helping you. With these four examples, we don't have vowel to help you whether the first one is one of the prefix or not. But here we have vowel. If there is vowel, it's much easier. But without vowel, you will have to get used to it, familiarize it with it, listen to it again and again and again, say it again and again and again, so that you can read a text fluently. So dao, ga, naru, go, na, dao. We know this is silent. Dao. Dao. Forget about da. Dao, ga, naru, go, na. And if the suffix is na, with vowel naru added to the root letter, it should be, we know, ga, naru, go, na, umlaut, ga, naru, go, na, gun. Ga, naru, go, na, gun, pa, gun, pa. A monastery, monastery. Dao, ga, naru, go, na, gun, pa, gun, pa. Gun, pa. Gunpa. So we had some examples. Ga, now da, ba, ma, a. Gao, da, na, den. Gao, da, na, den. Bao, sa, ma, sam. Bao, sa, ma, sam. Bao, sa, ma, sam. Ao, ga, na, gen. Ao, ga, na, gen. Ao, ga, na, gen. Mao, nga, ra, ngar. Ma, narumo. We spell it separately because there is a dot. Mao, nga, ra, ngar. Ma, narumo, ngarmo. Sweet, not sour, sweet. There's a vowel added to ga, so we know that that da is one of the prefix. Dao, ga, naru, go, na, gun, pa, gunpa, monastery. Now here we have only two letters and with no dot in between the two letters, we know that we have to pronounce two letters. But here the vowel naru shows that this is the root letter. And if there is one of the vowel added to a letter, then we know that the letter in front of it is one of the prefix and it remains silent. So how do we read this? Havo, havo, forget about ha. Havo, ga rata da naru do. Havo, ga rata da naru do. Do is to go. I will go. He will go. He is going. Go. Havo, ga rata naru do, to go. Verb to go. How garatatan or do. So, what is different about this one is there are only two letters, but the second letter has vowel or subjoint. It shows that this is one of the prefix. So you don't pronounce this. So how do we spell it? Avo. And then forget about pronouncing a. Avo, ga, rata, da, naru, do is to go. I will go. He will go. I am going. He is going. Do. So basically what I'm trying to teach you is, if there is one of the letters from these five, it can be one of the prefix. And if it is so, it should not be pronounced. And some of you students, you are skipping some of the classes we did earlier. That's not very good way of learning a language or to read a script. You have to start from the very beginning. And if you start learning somewhere from the middle, you won't understand it. And I'm explaining you why it should be silent. The first one. I'm explaining them logically, but then to be able to read a book, you have to get used to it. You have to say it many times. You have to listen to it many times. Gao da na den, bao sa ma sam, ao ga na gen, mao nga ra ngar manarumo ngarmo. Dao ga naru go na gön pa. Ao ga rata da naru do to go. Yeah, I'll keep the video short so that it will be easy for me to upload it. And yeah, and then you will soon be able to read religious texts. With now we have like few exceptions to cover, and then we are done with it, and soon you will be able to read any text. So thank you very much for coming, and see you later. Have a good day.